Alright, ladies and gentlemen, Fab's in the house. And today I've got a really little guy with me. This is the Koch Tools WASP in a full dress. As usual, we're going to analyze the look, the sound, and the feel of this one. But first of all, let's just check out how tiny this guy is. Because, for example, this is up against a big boy. This is the Kultratech Farn 3. So this is a very big knife, but this is also a very small knife. This is up against a Snafu 2.0. Also in a full dress, so you can see like resemblance of materials employed. Some more common items you have here. This is the Benchmade 940-1, and this is your PM3, and you have your PM2 over here, just to show you guys how tiny this guy is. Like, it's barely bigger than a PM2 blade. This is something like on the small size. This is a Nichols from Arno Bernard. So as you can see, very, very tiny knife. But it's lovely. I mean, it comes with this pretty cool leather pouch with this, debossed logo. It's very nice. As you can see, the attention to the detail, like the stitching, how they finished it. It's just beautiful. But let's have a look at the design of this guy close, because this reminds me like I don't know, one of those 70s sports car, with a spoiler over here. That's the driver right there. It's just a nice design. This is a friction folder, so which means there's no lock. So this guy cannot lock the blade in the open position. So you have just to be careful of that and just keep that in mind. Scales materials are Mokuti from Nichols, and it's just a pretty fancy, flashy material, which I pretty like. I like pretty much. And as you can see, there's no pocket clip. You cannot stick this in your pocket, like hanging on your pocket. The blade is pretty like dead centered. You have like this kind of flipper tab, but it's can't really flip this knife. It's just like like the spoiler for me, but actually it's just like your lever to open this friction folder. It's interesting is the pivot, of course, is decorated. It's beautifully done. This is a T15, which is pretty huge from a size Torx bit size perspective, and these are T7 instead. So quite big Torx bit you're gonna need for this one, and it's something that I truly appreciate. You have your lanyard hole over here because it's gonna be useful. If you wanna stick this in your pouch, you can have this like this with the lanyard sticking out, so it's gonna be easier to pull it out. You have there's no backspacer, of course, just a standoff and a stop pin right there. The jimping, I mean, come on guys, look at this jimping here. This is some pretty aggressive stuff, but it's not gonna be like hurting because it has been beautifully rounded. But I like this geared look. All around the surfaces have been chamfered nicely, so there's no sharp edges, and you've got this beautiful line over here, which is gonna serve as your finger groove. When you open the blade, come on guys, this is a stunner. I think this is just a beautiful piece. Very, very nice. The blade is just spectacular. Look at this. This is a Nichols Boomerang San-Mai Damascus with a armored core. As you can see, there's a core inside wrapped around a jacket of two different steels, which is incredible. Great craftsmanship here. I love the profile of this blade, like with this, nicely round curve over here. It's just a full belly. There's no flat edge. The grind is just flat. It's not hollow. As you can see, the thickness of the stock is just it's just nuts. This is thicker than, for example, the Snafu. Look at this. Like, really, look at that. And the snafu is, it's a big boy. So, but I love it. It's the style of this one, and it makes totally sense to me. The tip of the blade is extremely fine. Look at that. The stock is incredibly thick, but then just smoothens down like that. And I love how you can see the armored core running exactly in between the jacket. So very, very nice look to this blade. I love the profile. I'm not a fan usually of holes in the handle, but and too many holes in the blade, but in this case, guys, I don't know, it makes sense. It's just beautiful design. I really love this one. As you can see, there's a nice sharpening choil. So if you need to sharpen this guy, you're gonna have no issues. There's actually no thumb ramp over here, it just like tapers down, but this line just follows beautifully the handle. So from a design point of view, it's just a 10. I think this is just perfect. I don't know, it attracts me in a special way. There's no swedge over here. They just did like this, rounded, shape over here. It's a little bit chamfered, like crown, spine, a little bit, not like too much, but it's nice. I mean, it's for a friction folder of this size, it's just beautiful. As you can see right there, you have the engraving of the brand, like Koch over here. Nothing on this side, so it's very subtle. It's there, but you're not gonna notice, especially because of the finish, of the blade. So very, very unobtrusive, I think. Regarding the sounds, I mean, this is a friction folder, so there's not actually any sound to it. Even if you close it, just not much. It's purely silent. But it's just a joy. So for what concerns the feelings of this one, it's very interesting because it's so small, but you're gonna use it, for example, as a if you wanna cut some cutting board or some open some boxes or not cardboard, sorry, open some boxes and it's the ergos are there because you're gonna hold it like this. The jimping is functional, and you have basically no hot spots in this one. You cannot. It's super light, of course. It's incredibly tiny. It's super light, but it feels sturdy in the hand. Like you feel that it's not gonna go anywhere because the natural position you're gonna hold this one, it's just like this basically. There's no reverse grip, of course. You're gonna hold this like that and just push it here. So the blade is kind of locked in by your fingers, and that's the whole point of a friction folder, right? So you're gonna push this guy down, and there's no way the blade can close in this position as long as you keep your thumb right there. Of course, you cannot choke up because the handle is that short. But for sure, you can use 100% the jimping here to keep the blade safely in place. Fit and finish is it's pretty spot on. I mean, there's no blade play. It feels really solid. I mean, it's sturdily built. So I really dig this guy. The feeling when opening the knife is just like smooth butter, guys. This is running on washers. There's no bearings, but I'm telling you, the feeling is great. It's just solid. It's tight because it has to be tight not to open, inadvertently in your pocket, but it's like smooth and silent. So I really am digging this one. Of course, there's no detent in this one, and there's no, lock to unlock. It's just, pretty straightforward. The blade doesn't free fall. There's no guillotine effect and, no detent ball ram, nothing of the lock related things are going on in this one. Very, very simple construction overall. Awesome look, great design. I truly love this one. So there you have it. This was my quick review of the Koch Tools WASP in a full dress. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching and stay tuned.